Nico is the one late
So as you have heard, not only was I determined to rebuild after the devastating fire of 1924, but I had an enormous amount of money in which to do it. And I was determined that I was going to build something like nothing else before. Immediately I contacted the architectural firm of H. Lempert and Son to create for us a masterpiece, a showpiece that would rival anything in Buffalo or even Rochester. The Lempert firm had already designed several well-known theatrical palaces, including the Smith Geneva House, Smith Opera House in Geneva, and the Allendale Theater in Buffalo. And they were already at work on the Riviera Theater in North Tonawanda when they received my call. They did their homework and found out that I had the money that I had, and they immediately responded and met me in Gowanda to begin planning what you see. I also hired the Buffalo firm of Harold Jewett Cook to build for me the commercial complex, which stretches down to Center Street and still stands today. This theater, ladies and gentlemen, cost $550,000 to build in 1925, and we opened it on April 19, 1926, to rave reviews. We used only the finest materials that were available: white Vermont marble. Littman Spangler's company designed the ticket booth that you saw in the lobby. It was a double-windowed ticket booth with machinery inside that rivaled anything available on Broadway. It was the latest of technology in the day. The colored stained glass doors that we entered through, the transoms above the doors as you entered the lobby, every single detail was the finest that I could purchase at the time. I gave the young man who was the son of Leon Lempert Jr., free rein to appoint and decorate this showpiece. We even used special box spring seats for our patrons, for my workers, for their families and their guests, so that they could sit in comfort and enjoy the finest entertainment that could be supplied to them. My theater flourished in the 1930s, and after I passed away in 1940, it continued to be a centerpiece in this community. I passed away, as I said, in 1940. As I look around today, so many years later, though, I am saddened by what I see. My wonderful factory is gone. It's now but a faded memory. The place where it once stood, in fact, is a vacant lot. Even the Peter Cooper Glue Corporation, a large industrial complex, is now gone, collapsed, disappeared. My fine rain became associated with pollution, with ailments, health ailments. And my estate, after you passed away in 1962, $6 million estate, gone. Used to pay off the expenses of closing factories and taking care of my waste disposal areas. I begin to see a bright future rising again. A group of people has banded together, and money has been raised, and they are now in the process of restoring my showpiece to its beauty. They have already spent $2.5 million of a $5.5 million project to rejuvenate and restore this masterpiece to what it was in 1926. Even the site of my marvelous factory, yes, it too will be turned into a recreation and park space for the people of this village. So I suppose it is a new vision, yeah? Much like the one I had so many years ago when I brought you to this place that reminded me of my home. Thank you all for sharing this with us today. And I invite you to return tonight at 7 p.m. when we'll have live music here in the theater for free. Jacob Swanson, band director or band teacher at the Gowanda School, his friend Sarah Marcelli, and Emma Stephen, daughter of another Gowanda Central School teacher, will be here to perform. And, as I understand it, they will be performing an original piece by another Gowanda lad, Ethan Hall, the grandson of Babs and John Reed of the motorcycle family, is a composer, and he has composed an original piece of music that will be performed tonight by the trio, right here in this theater at 7 p.m. We invite you to come. If we can be of any questions, to answer any questions for you, we would love to. You're more than welcome to see the work that has been done. Unfortunately, most of it is behind the walls. Electrical, heating, the fire alarm, sprinkler alarm, new roof. The lights, though, are the first visible sign of the restoration process. Those have been returned to their original state. And next, of course, are the walls and the paintings and the beautifully adorned plastering that will come back as well. And then the seats will be put back in, and we hope that maybe you can return in 3 years to this beautifully restored showcase. Thank you very much.